Delicier. I assume it's French. It's spelled like it's French.
Yes, you're correct.
Oh, thank you. Up next we have Hannah Ack.
All right. I know it's pretty obvious, so I'll just go ahead and get this out of the way. Yes, I am more of a cat person. I was a little bit nervous about getting up here today. I wasn't sure about it, but then I kind of heard some inspirational words that got me through it, and I would like to share those with you guys real quick. Ladies is pimps too. It's Jay-Z. And I heard that, and I was like, you know what? Ladies is pimps too. And I'm a lady, kind of. So I started getting pumped up. I was like, you know what, I'll go up there, I'll tell some jokes, I'll strong arm a hoe, whatever that means. You know? And my wife ran over and she's like, whoa, honey, what we talk about listening to rap before bed? Hey, don't you raise that pimp hand to me. Speaking of domestic violence, a while back I saw one of those information booths about it. It had like graphs and pamphlets and pictures of sad white ladies. And I was looking at it and the guy running the booth was just completely ignoring me. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess I don't let that guy beat my wife enough for a friendly hello. Alright. So I decided I was going to mess with him a little bit. So I picked up this mug that was sitting there. It was a glass beer mug. It had a picture of a lady's face on the side of it. But it was right underneath the handle, so when you're holding it, it looks like you're punching a lady in the face. So I looked at it for a minute, and I looked at this guy, and I was like, this feels right. But before I could say, just kidding, you know, he looked back at me, he was like, I know. I gotta go. Speaking of being terrified, because that was a little terrifying, I don't know if you guys know what night terrors are, so I'm going to tell you real quick. Night terrors is a condition that some people have that they will startle up from a sleep, you know, in a state of just extreme fear, but they won't know why. Okay, that right there was a good way to learn about night terrors. A shitty way to learn about night terrors is to have a blood-curdling pre-murder scream go off 6 inches from your face. That's how I learned my wife had night terrors. So she bolts upright screaming. I bolt upright, but there's no conscious thought in my head, because I was just sleeping. There's just this weird, blank, terrified rage. So she's screaming bloody murder. I'm stuck in this loop of, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up! I don't know what to do. Which is a terrible way to comfort somebody with night terrors. So that goes on for a few seconds. After it stops, thought starts to come back into my head, and I'm like, I gotta go hide in my weed. We live in a duplex and it's 4 a.m. Somebody just called the cops. So I get that taken care of. I go back and I comfort my wife. Priorities, you gotta have them, right? And the cops never show up. Usually that's a good thing. But then I realized, if somebody did want to murder us, they could start at our feet, hack their way up, laugh maniacally at our screams, and my neighbors on the other side of the house would have turned over in bed and been like, these fucking bitches. That's all I got, guys. Thank you.